Hey, welcome to Let's Codify. Today we are going to create our first Python program and I'm going to teach you about variables and data types. Let's start by opening PyCharm. Yeah, and let's select our project we've created in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video, go make sure to watch that last video because I taught you how to download and install Python onto your computer and what text editor to use. And let's select our project, and we can write a code here. Let's start by writing a print statement. Print statement is for writing a print statement. You need to write print, then curly brackets, then two quotation marks. Then you can write whatever you want in the middle, like hello, so YouTube, and we can run it. Run and run main. So hello YouTube. Once you once you've written your first project like Python code, you don't actually need to go here and run always here like main. Yeah, you just need to click here, run main. So for the first time, if you're writing a Python project, you just need to go run and run. Once you've written your Python project, you just need to go and write run main here. Once that's done, yeah, and you need to include your two quotation marks, or else Python will show an error because Python is designed like that. So if you run it, it will show you an error. You just need to include two quotation marks. Once that's done, I'm going to teach you about variables and data types. Variable is nothing but a container that stores information. For example, let's describe a person like name. Name is equal to John. Yeah, for every string you write, you need to include quotation marks for whatever string that is a text. And name is equal to John. Then his age is equal to 20, 25. You don't need to include a quotation mark for a number. Yeah, you don't need to include quotation marks for a number. Then age and male is equal to true. No. There should be a capital T. Yeah. Now this is a variable like name. Name is equal to John. Name is a string variable because John is a text. So text is a string. So whatever text you write, you need to include a quotation mark. And I'll explain deeply right now. There are four types of variables, that is a string, name is equal to John, then this is a string, and age is a number, so 25. So age is a integer, like integer means number. Integer variable, this is an integer variable, and we'll write another age variable, but this time age 2, 25.0. Now this is a decimal value, so for decimal value like decimal value is called a float variable. Float variable is similar to integer, but it's a decimal value. Like 25.5 25.0. This is a float variable. And for the last, male is equal to true. If John is a male, so we can write true. This is called a Boolean variable. Boolean means like true or false statement. If male is equal to true, print you are a male. So this is a Boolean value. So if we print this, like print name without quotation mark, if you include a quotation mark for name, it will only print name. It will only print name. If you do not include the quotation mark, I'm sorry, name, it will print John. The string will not print because this is a comment. I'll teach you on another video, but for now let's focus on variables and data types. Now a name is a string variable, so name is equal to John, so John is printed over here. Now if we do that for age, it will print 25. And I'm sorry, if we do what for age, it will print 25 because that is an integer, and age 2 it will print 25.0 because this is a float variable. Whenever you want like a decimal output, like for example you are doing a calculator, you need to include a float because like calculator decimal point like output can be also decimal value. So if you are making a calculator using Python, you need to include a float. And male is equal to true. This is a Boolean value, so this is really used a lot in Python. Like in every programming language, Boolean is used a lot, like in if statements, for loops, and Boolean is used a lot. Yeah, like if we use male is equal to true. Like first let's create a lot of print statements. We can write name, age 2, and male. This will describe the person. We've described a person here, so we've printed a name, age 2, and male. These are all the variables we've created here. So if we print this, John is 25 years old, and 25 just recently 25 years old because like 25.0, and he is a male. So this is a person we've described about, a random person. Yeah, variables are really important in every programming language. And yeah, if you understand the basics of Python or any programming language, you can use the same logic in another programming language, but the syntax may vary. Syntax is code. Syntax means code. Yeah, the code may vary. So you just need to understand the basics of programming. And yeah, in the next video, yeah, again, next video will be out soon, and you'll learn something new. I won't spoil it for you, but you'll learn something really cool. And stick around, and bye.